Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Time Out for Black History. I'm doing my thought for the day for March 17th, 2021. I want to apologize. I haven't been posting a lot lately. Been kind of busy, a lot of life stuff happening. But I really felt the need to get on here and address these hate crimes being committed against Asian Americans. Most recently, the shooting in Atlanta of 8 individuals by Robert Aaron Long. What I found, I got a message from someone asking why I didn't address it or didn't talk about it. And, I responded back that, time is one reason. But the other one is I tend not to talk about things that I'm not an expert at or don't feel like I'm an expert at. And although I teach U.S. history and I have a good understanding of the Asian American experience in America, it's not my area of expertise. But there are a few things I feel very comfortable talking about when it comes to Asian American history and Asian American, the plight of Asian Americans in this country, and that is acts of discrimination like this. When you look at the violence being committed against Asian Americans, and I don't care who's committing it, whether that person's white, black, Asian themselves, whatever it might be, is wholly unacceptable. Any act committed against a group of people because of the ethnicity that they belong to is unacceptable and not okay. What I found most interesting about this was, first off, that the suspect was apprehended peacefully. I found that really interesting. There's a man who killed 8 people and he was taken into custody peacefully. Some people might say, "Whoa, why are you complaining?" The police. It's very odd that black men who aren't even armed end up dead, but this guy who kills 8 people somehow makes it back to the station in perfectly good health. The other thing I found very, very interesting was the law enforcement official who was discussing him said, quote, "Yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did." So this is now connected to it being a bad day for him, that he was overwhelmed, that this is how he responded because he was overwhelmed. And again, I don't know how that would even come out of somebody's mouth about somebody who just killed 8 people, just ended 8 people's lives, and somehow. But I mean, to me, is again great evidence of a very, very unequal penal system we have in this country, a very, very unequal law enforcement culture we have in this country. That certain people are treated very differently because of the way they look, and because when someone looks at them, they see their son, or they see their brother or their uncle, and so they're not frightened of that person, and so they find out that they had a very bad day, and that's how they're kind of treated. So, all in all, again, this shouldn't be something that Asian American people are angry about. This should be something that every American should be outraged about. That every American should be vocalizing their disgust with these people who think it's funny, who think it's their job, who thinks they're doing the work of, whatever movement in this country has got people fired up and has hate crimes at an all-time high in this country. So make your voice known. Let people know that you stand with people of all races against any form of discrimination. And I look forward to talking to you guys again. All right.